you're just full of oil. That's great. Nope. What is going on? Today I kind of got a little side project-esque thing happening. The old Willie Mobile kind of has been having some issues. I'll be driving and then all of a sudden it will just randomly shut off. So that's great. Also, other than that, another weird issue. Just the other day, I was driving just fine, and my fuel gauge just dropped all the way to the quarter tank, and then it started running rough, and then it died on me twice. And I was able to pull it over and restart it, but I went and filled it up thinking I was out of fuel. I know it's kind of weird looking, like glitchy looking, but it says 438. So I have 438 miles of fuel, which should be a full tank, because every one of these for mine equals about 100 miles. So that means I have 100 miles left, 200 miles, 300, 400 miles, you know. So anyways, I don't know if it's the sending unit in the fuel tank or if it's a fuse or something for the cluster, because I feel like if it was the sending unit, this wouldn't be reading 430 miles. This would probably be reading 100 miles, because it'd be getting the mileage from the sending unit, right? I don't know, but this is reading a quarter tank, and I know it's full. Also, I mean, before this, like, it's been shutting off, and so I'm thinking two things. Probably the ICP, whatever that little one is on the top with the nut on the back and the brass that always falls off. And the other thing is the cam position sensor, the CPS. I do know that was giving me trouble a lot when I first got this truck, and I've had to change it out, and I've had to change out the pigtails, and the bolt that holds it in to the engine is kind of stripped out. So that might be kind of backing out and not getting a good connection, and probably full of oil. So that's the two things I'm going to check with that, and then I'm going to check the fuse, and then just poke around and see what I can find. So looking up just the fuses, I'm going to try this number 35 instrument cluster. See if that does something for me. Nope, it's intact. Number 41. Shuts. Nope, that one's good. Alright, so I was being kind of lazy, trying to find it on the interwebs, just a diagram of all of the fuses. But I really couldn't find anything like comprehensive that had a full list. So I actually just went into my glove box and got the actual owner's manual. So if you need anything off of here, here it is. Sorry, I don't have the steadiest hands. I'm not a surgeon. I reckon you can just pause it if you need to really look at these. So I did go through them all, just to see, not all, but the ones that I thought would have pertained to mine. Here's the cover with all the numbers. So it has it lined up to match. I jiggled a few things. Oh, okay. Huh. My, I don't know what I unplugged. I unplugged like the instrument gauge cluster one, the main one. And it reset my fuel gauge. All my gauges just did like a, you know, one of those reset things. Awesome. I also took a picture or a scan of each one of the things, and I think I pulled this number 4. Let's see if I can get it to. So number 4, 20 amp PowerPoint instrument cluster. I pulled that one as well, except mine is actually a 30 in there. I guess maybe the previous owner. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So see, mine's a 30. But I pulled that, and I pulled some other ones that are instrument cluster related. And yeah, cool. So that solves that. Now you gotta figure out why it dies randomly. I sometimes forget how tall this truck is. I mean, come on. I'm at least maybe 5'12". I don't know, somewhere in there. This is a tall truck, is what I'm saying. So I'm gonna have to get me my little step stool so I can get up and speculate back there. All right, it's probably still not really tall enough, so let's just climb in here. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Yep. All right. Looking for the IPCDE element OP sensor. Can't see nothing. Did that nut fall off? I think it fell off. Yep, it's sitting down in the valley. That's what it is. I'm gonna grab a Mancanic. Okay, so I think I also have a very long needle nose in the back of my truck. Let's grab that as well. Best tools of all time. And these little fellas. Yeah, let's see if we can get this out of here. Such a dumb design. I guess let's see if we can get them screwed back on. Ooh, they look like they've been down on there a while. I mean, yes, my truck has been dying on and off for a while, and usually just kind of able to drop it in neutral and restart it on the fly. And I said I'll just get to it when I need to get to it, or when I have time to get to it. But so I guess now's that time, because it gave me a pretty good scare the other day. I guess let's spray it down a little bit, see if we can get a little cleaner. Ah! I had a little wire scrub brush. Ah, there it is. Knew I had it. Get that crud out of there. Whilst simultaneously spraying everything on my workbench, which is way too cluttered. Yeah, okay. Set that here. I can forget that in a minute. Okay. I don't remember, or if I can even find a box wrench. Man, I gotta get it organized. Was it a 19? Who are you? There's a 19 somewhere. Are you in here? No. Yahtzee, 19. Let's put this right here so I can lose that in a minute. Okay. See if I can fish my hand down in here. Wipe off them connectors just a smidge. Okay. Come on up here, buddy. What's you got? Let's wipe you off a little bit there. Yeah, you're looking good. You're just full of oil. That's great. Nope. Okay. Let's see if we can slide it back down on there. Real gentle like. Okay. Yep. There we go. I guess let's see if we put this on then. Nope. Still can't reach it. Alright. Flat hands. Alright. Twiddle twinkle that on with your fingers. As best as you can. I think I put it on backwards actually. Did I? Yeah, I think I did. Let's turn it around. And flip. And reinsert. Hey, aren't you supposed to be screwed to there? No? Okay. That's fine. I'll just pretend like we didn't see that. I got my air delete. It's at 300. Because, you know, pulling all the power. Little guy can't keep up. Alright, I got that phalange tight right there, so let's give it another little snug. If I can even spin this down here. Alright, let's go open wrench side. Can't grab nothing. Could you just give me something to talk about? Man, that's hard. Try a socket. Let me just unplug this out the way. Get out of my way. Don't get. For the love of Pete snakes. Alright, I'm gonna try a socket. Oh, my leg. I don't have a 19. Is 11/16 the same as a 19? I don't know the conversions. I don't do math. 3/4. 3/4 is the same as a 19. Yes. I remember that. From something. Socket. Yep, here we go. Get on there. Give me just a little bit. There we go. And snug. Yep, Okay, that's snug enough. I don't trust it otherwise. Is that a burrito? Is that some tin foil from my burrito? Huh. How about that? What else is chilling down there? Alright, let's plug this back in. Who knows where that oil's coming from? Self-lubricating. You know. From somewhere. Probably from the turbo, because the valve release, and yeah, it looks like it's actually, I see it spinning out right there. I probably didn't seal that correctly, and yeah, it looks like it's leaking out there too. And cool. I do love this ported housing though. That thing is awesome. With a wicket wheel in there. Alright, let's check some other things while we're in here, just make sure. I have my little sensor. I put a little goop on there to make sure it wasn't spinning, because that did back itself off one time. Pretty messy. Not fun. Alright, everything looks good. I had put this on a while back, the riffraff fuel rail X over cross threaded witchmadigger. So, and I put the tightest spring in there to give it the highest PSIs, because you know that's always fun. And everything else looks you know, it's supposed to be where it's supposed to be. I might just go ahead and tickle on that crank position sensor. I don't know if y'all can see it. Get out of my way, ladder. This little guy. Right here. Still feels just as loose. Great. We're just gonna go ahead and ignore that for now. And yeah, but other than that, man built it, man can fix it. And then when you build it yourself, well then if something happens, you just know how to fix it. Just yesterday, I was in the backyard tinkering with the golf cart, and my earballs picked up on a little wop, bop, 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 bop. I'm like, hey, I know that sound. That's the sound of my people. It sounded like an old power choke. And sure enough, just parked over there in the entrance, there was a old dump bed power choke. Just trying to rah, 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 crank and crank and crank, and nothing's happening. And I walked up and I said, y'all got some car troubles? I might know a thing or three about these. And yeah, he said, well, it may have ran out of fuel, and I just put some in. Oh, okay. So I said, pop the hood. I climbed up on his big old ranch hand bumper. I reached in. Back behind here is the valve for the diesel bowl, the fuel bowl. And I told him, I said, turn the key forward and wait 30 seconds. So I let it build up pressure, crack that open, hissing out air. So did that twice, started leaking fuel, shut her down. I said, go ahead, buddy, give her a whirl. And sure enough, cranked right up. The dude looked at me and said, how'd you do that? I said, well, like I said, I might know a thing or two about a thing or three. I said, I work on these old jalopies quite a bit, more than probably any one sane person should. But yeah, he said, what do I owe you? I said, well, you didn't hire me, so you don't owe me nothing. So pay it forward, buddy, wherever you are. Your majestic work steed. I think we are ready to roll. Oh, Willie. I rag on, we'll do a little test run. Oh, yeah, baby. Super handy reverse camera. And I also did another little mod where I did a forward camera. Let's see if we can release some demons. And I would call that a successful test run. We got the fuel gauge working. 371,939.3. I tell you what, this truck has seen some things. Average fuel range 16.4. I think that's my personal record, actually. The guy I bought this truck from, of course, he had it all stock, level, lowered, not lowered, but you know, normal ride height. This said something like 21 miles to the gallon, and his fuel range was like 600 miles. So I'm pretty sure that dude babied this truck since day one. But yeah, I mean, it needs some work. It needs some cosmetic stuff. You know, the seat's got a tear in it there. And of course, the old side saddle tear. It's got the electrical controls, you know, switchy things. Got the full force diesel programmable tuner with the stage 1.5 hydro performance. This is all the codes I have programmed into it. I run it on 5, which is street. 6 is cool and all, but I don't think it makes that much of a difference. And they say you should probably get a exhaust temperature readout, so I never really mess with that. I've done the heavy tow when I pulled that camper. It did great. I only went down to 16.3 on that one. High idle, I'll use that like quote unquote cold mornings here. I mean, it doesn't really get that cold here. Yeah, stealth if you're going through like a drive-through, which I really don't go through too many. But yeah, you can use that on stealth mode, which it kind of just lowers the idle a little bit. Let's see if I can get y'all to hear it. Alright, so we're in 5, and we'll drop it down to 3. So yeah, that's quote unquote stealth mode. High idle. Stealth mode. And then regular. So yeah, that's about it. I'm in. Unless you have other questions, hit me up. So, yep, that was just a little side maintenance thing I had to do. But, yeah, if that helped you learn anything, give me a thumbs up. I like when y'all like it. Give me some comments, give me some feedback, and hit that subscribe button. Let me know if y'all have any other questions or, you know, any questions about my trucks or the Jeep or this POS. I got a few videos up on that. And yeah, peace out.